Hey everyone, we are back with what's sold on eBay. We make dollars. We're not going to show you guys a bunch of $100 bills and pretend like we're making millions. But anyway, that was found in a box of stuff of CDs I bought, so we'll take it. We sell stuff online to make money. This is Linda, my beautiful wife. I'm Cameron.
Cameron, my beautiful husband.
Oh, you're so sweet. Anyways, we sold some stuff today. It's Monday. A couple different platforms. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so how did we do today, babe, on reselling?
So we sold 9 items across 3 platforms. 3 platforms.
How do you do it?
Like 3
like
platforms.
This, like this.
So 3 platforms, and we broke 300.
Barely.
Barely.
We'll take it.
It was
on
like
a slow day.
maybe 310.
We'll take it, guys. We have a couple items that people have some interest in, so we'll see what happens. And I did not list on Friday. We had my dad in town, so did not list. So
he didn't want to be in the video.
He didn't want to be in the video while he was here, though. So maybe next time we'll get him. Anyways, we'll start off with
Facebook. So on Facebook, we sold a Nike logo tank top. It's the big swoosh.
This is what you want. People like the big
check.
Nike check.
No. It's
swoosh.
a swoosh.
People call it the check too, trust me.
Who calls it the check? I've never heard anybody call it the check.
You're up to date on fashion.
Apparently not, because it's a swoosh.
It is a swoosh.
Anyways,
but they call it
big
a check.
Nike swoosh on a red tank top sold for $19 plus shipping.
And it was only $1 from a garage sale, so that was good. Now we have...
Then on Mercari, we have one of those Bragg Polar Care Glacier replacement hose piece thingies. Adapters.
So we parked these out, all the different pieces, and this sold for?
$15 plus shipping.
Yep, so we make a little bit of money on those Bragg Polar Care, so parting them out works. Now we're going to eBay. This is our bread and butter here, where we make most of our money.
So we have 7 sales to go over. This is a Novaphone SK Novasonic Silver and Gray Cosmetic Handheld Massager.
In the case, in pretty good shape. It's... Like I said, it looks nice. It's got the attachments. Linda always thinks weird stuff happens with these, but we're not going to discuss that. Anyways,
it's a handheld massager.
Of course, her mind is in the gutter. This sold for?
This sold for $85 shipped, and it is going global shipping program.
This was $50 at a garage sale, guys. The lady said pretty firm on all of her prices. I walked up, I looked at it, put it down, came back around, looked at it again. I said, does it work? She goes, yeah. She goes, are you interested? And I said, yeah, but unfortunately, I'm much lower. I looked it up. I saw that they were selling for like, 75 plus. And so I'm like, the best I could probably do is a lot less than this. So I don't want to insult you with an offer, but it is a cool thing. You don't see them. She goes, well, give me your best offer. I said, you're not going to be offended? She's like, no. I'm like, how about $25? Half off. She thought about it for a couple minutes. She goes, you can have it. So don't be afraid, guys. If they ask for an offer, you can always say, hey, I don't want to insult you, but it might be pretty low, but that's what I can do. If you don't want to accept it, that's fine. Sometimes just someone throwing some money at them, they'll take it. So $25, we sold it for $85, and it's only been listed for probably, I don't know, a week maybe. So pretty good turnaround time for that investment and going global shipping program. Next
up, we have a vintage pineapple Prince cutter by
weird.
Kernel Cutter. So it literally, you chop off the top of the pineapple and drop it in there, and it cuts it all fancy like.
And it comes with like the instructions or part of the box.
I think it's part of the box, honestly.
I
looks
found
like
it, but it was in a big thing of kitchen supplies that I had gotten when I bought a food processor.
And then it sold for $12 shipped. It's super light, so that won't be a problem.
It should go first class.
This is a 1979 Nelson New American Standard Open Bible. It is genuine leather, and it sold for $90 shipped.
Yeah, this one, look out for ones that say Nelson on the genuine leather ones. Nelson genuine leather ones, not the faux leather, whatever it is. These do well. This one had a lot of interest. I've had people say they'll give me $50-$60 for it. I had it at, what, 89 or whatever it is. It sold for full price. I think I'm in it for $5 or $6. Maybe 7, but...
Then Cameron and I were just talking about how a lot of our old stuff has been listed, and I was talking with his dad going, yeah, we can usually tell how old it is by the background. And I said, there's a place from before we lived together that he took pictures.
We just met.
Yeah, we had just met. He had a nightstand leaned up against the wall, and he took pictures. That was his background.
Back then, guys, this is like 6 years. That's how old this is.
Literally, this thing is like, no, because...
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
So this is back 7 years ago. This was adequate for listing. This was better than average. This was better than the guy who had it on his bed with half of his sheet torn off and Cheeto crumbs.
Yeah. So This item is a vintage Power Rangers snack set, and it sold for almost $14 shipped.
This is one that you look at this. If any of you find it at the garage sale, you're going, I'm picking that up. If you like vintage. And I did for $1. And it sat for 6 years on eBay. The picture wasn't the greatest. I really should have pulled it out.
It's very dark.
It's dark. It's just not a good picture. I should have redone it.
But this is when, back in the day, he'd be like, I got 2 sales today. And I'm like, ooh,
but
look
this
at
sold
you.
for, you already see how much it sold for?
Yeah, almost 14.
It'll probably go first class. It's pretty light. But this was not a good profitable item because it's been up for like ever.
Yeah.
So
it's probably cost us more in fees right now.
Happy to see it go. We're running out of the real old items, guys. We've sold through most
But it's just funny that popped up after we just had that conversation.
Crazy.
Then we have a 1994 Honda Accord ETM out of the $700 manual buy, and it sold for $25 shipped.
Nice, easy one in the bubble mailer. I think our last sale, huh?
Yeah. Then we've got Crash Team Racing for PS1, and that one sold for $20 shipped, and it is a green label.
Which is greatest hits. So, just so you guys know, they don't really. I mean, some people call them black label for the originals, but usually the green ones.
Then the green ones can be green label.
I guess can be called that, but you'll probably refer to it more like a greatest hits. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's all we have. We have a couple things hopefully to come through. People have been messaging me on Facebook like crazy to buy stuff, so I'm hoping they'll buy some stuff. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in a second with what sells on Tuesday. Take care. Hey guys, we're here with the sales from Tuesday. Awesome day today. Linda always makes fun of me. I talk with my hands. Anyway, spirit fingers. We had a great day today reselling all on eBay, but just a huge day. And the best part, Linda's favorite thing about this is
it's all media except for one.
All and media.
The one that's not media is super easy. Yeah. So
Linda loves when we can make this much money on a relatively easy package.
Throw it in a bag.
Exactly. So let's get into it here. What were our totals?
So we had 11 sales for just over $540.
Awesome. So we'll get into it. One of them, even she was shocked that she saw the price. She thought it was something else and then realized how good it really was. Okay, first item starting us off.
Oh, we did have a $25 sale for a Hawaiian beach shirt, which was an old sale, old listing. And it was like a 6X? It was a 6XT XLT.
Yeah, and it just had like cars,
Hawaii,
like a highway.
Well, it was a Hawaiian shirt with like it had Hollywood and the San Francisco Bridge. It was California.
Highway 1, I think. Or
it was
whatever.
Really cool though.
Something
but
like
it was
that.
a big shirt.
We've had it for a while. Paid $5. Thought it would go for even more and would sell a lot quicker, being how big it was in a Hawaiian shirt. But it took forever. But we made money, so happy to see it go. First item for eBay.
We have this Roxio Toast 10 titanium software.
It allows you to like burn in DVDs.
Burn, copy, list, watch.
I don't know.
Listen, watch.
Like if people are still doing this, it came in a big software buy that I spent $40 on. My main source sold it to me. He said it's all good software. It turns out most of it was crap. This is one of those buys from him that I bought, kind of just looking at the box, bought it, and a lot of stuff was missing stuff, and that's the way it goes sometimes. We're gonna scrape by and get our money back and maybe make a little bit, but $30 on this one. Oh.
Yeah, sold for $30 shipped.
And I may go first class. I don't recommend selling that.
Next up, we have a 2004 to 2005 Acura TSX manual ETM. It is beat up.
Yeah, most of the manuals we've been selling are not in this condition. This one's got a tear here. They've taped the crease that was, or the thing here. They got tape here. But this manual was just listed yesterday.
And sold for $50 shipped.
If you have a desirable manual, guys, people will pay money for them, even if it's worn, because people need it. They need the information. So if you're at a garage sale, most of them are going to have stains and marks. They're not going to be sealed like the ones we got. Most of the ones you find out and about will be used. Mechanics have used them.
Yeah.
Don't let that deter you. If there's still life left and it's a good, Google it, or not Google it, search it on eBay, find out what it's worth. It still will sell. Next
up, we have new with the sealed and everything.
A little Target 5% coupon on the back. Or no, 5% of profit. Sorry, go to...
Well, it does have a $2 coupon on the front, though.
From Crayola.
And this is Bambi on VHS from '97, and that one sold for $9 shipped.
Not a whole lot. I don't know how much I even paid for that or what I got it for, but I think that might be from the library even.
Yeah, it's not marked.
It may be from...
Next up, Cameron bought those letters. I can't remember the kid's name. Preston.
We think.
We think, yeah. If you rearrange them, you could spell something else, but we got Preston from it. So somebody purchased the P, which is Spiderman, and the R, which has Rocket Raccoon and Groot, Baby Groot. And those two sold for just under $20 shipped.
I spent $10 on whatever the hell they're at 7, whatever letters in Preston. We already sold the T, which had Thor on it, for $10. These were originally $10 each from Hobby Lobby. So we're making what Hobby Lobby sold them for. But yeah, P&R, $20 plus they bought 2. Linda will get
way
these.
better on shipping.
Yeah, put these in a bubble mailer with some cardboard around them. They're good to go.
Yep. Then we've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 for the PS2. And that one sold for $10 and some change. He just had an injury. I think it was a knee injury that was like a
he's probably had a lot of injuries.
career-ending knee injury.
I think his career was already pretty much. He's probably ready to wrap it up. But Tony Hawk was a fun game. I remember playing it and trying to find everything and all the little missions you had to do in the game. It was pretty fun. My brother was much better than me. Anyways,
yeah.
Next item.
Next item we have, out of the $700 manual buy, we have a 96-97 Honda Civic manual. This one sold for $90 shipped.
90 buckaroos. Still making money. And this is the one.
This is the one I thought was a 2-digit price, but guess what? It's a 3-digit. So this is Slayers. This is out of the $150 anime buy that Cameron purchased. Stole from a young man who probably doesn't know that his mom sold them. But anyways.
Let's use the word stole. She sold them to me legit, fair and square. But she's like, my son, he doesn't need these anymore. I'm like, okay, well, $150
She did not
for
get his permission to sell
whole tub of DVDs. And this one sold for?
This one itself, this 3-disc set, sold for $170.
She thought it was 17.
I went to grab it and I'm like, okay, grabbing the VHSs, $17 on this, and then I'm like, holy moly, nope.
That's a good one. Better not
I went to toss it on top of the VHS and I stopped and I was like, oh, and I set it down nicely.
Like really delicately.
Yeah.
We spent $150 on all those anime, and we've made quite a bit of money. We sold another set for $140, I think.
Yeah.
A couple for like, $20, $30, $40 all over. And we still have some left, but we're getting through it. There's not much left anymore.
There's probably like a third of a milk crate left.
And there's one big set, and there was 4 or 5
the
volume.
Naruto ones.
Yeah, the rest I think are smaller. So it's been very profitable. Probably will sell them all within a year of buying it. Next
is Barney, Happy, Mad, Silly, Sad, putting a face to feelings on VHS.
Yep.
Sold for $15 shipped.
$15 for VHS, we'll take it. And this was an experiment.
Yes, this was an experiment. So the first experiment we did was when we lotted up all of the series DVDs. So everything that maybe wasn't a set or whatever, and it's just a bunch of series of
all
TV shows, yeah. And sold it.
We sold like 75 of them for $175 or something like that.
$150, I think.
$150.
I think you took it off.
It was like $2 a piece, and we shipped them out. Shipping wasn't even that bad.
No.
And the person was happy. They left us positive feedback, and that was a way for me to clear out all these TV series I had bought in big lots that I didn't have enough to sell individually, or as a set, or individually weren't worth enough.
Then Cameron had a lot of DVDs that were not worth it to list on eBay.
I think I spent $10 on all the media for that one.
Yeah. And
I pulled out all the good stuff.
He pulled all the stuff we could list, and then we had all these DVDs left over. So he goes, okay, well, I've seen this before. So he pulled them all out of the cases, dropped them in a case, and listed it. And someone purchased about 150 loose discs of mixed variety for $30 shipped.
$30. So we're
they'll
gonna ship them out
probably fit into like a medium flat rate or something.
We'll probably ship a medium out if it's cheaper, just to maximize our profit, because they all are discs. But then we'll bubble wrap all the discs in little piles or whatever, so they fit in a box, and we'll see how it goes. This was an experiment. I've seen other media resellers do this with all their junk stuff they don't want to sell. We buy DVDs in bulk sometimes, so if this is a way to squeeze $20 out of something that I'm not really paying much for anyways.
You only took see the bulk set of CDs sitting in front of us.
But no, these CDs are all going to be listed. They're going to be listed as a set, but they're all jazz from a jazz buy. But anyways, yeah. So this is an experiment. We'll see how it goes. If it goes well, we'll let you guys know.
We have this one over there.
Apparently, it hasn't sold yet, so it goes in this pile.
Next up, we have this teeny tiny little thing.
This is
a Seabury Book of Common Prayers from 1953. Yep. It's a white, cutesy little book with gold edges and a gold little cross and its own little box. And it sold for $40 shipped.
That was an offer to Watchers. So beautiful little book there, $40.
Then this one came in while I was pulling orders. This is a 2000 Honda S2000 service manual, and that one sold for $50 shipped.
$50, and that's how we get to our totals, guys. We still have some time left, so maybe something else will come through, then they'll be back. If so, if not, you will see us both in the next video with what sells on Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.